There you are. We were just talking about you. Hi. Did you see your picture? Well, it's up there. Yes, question.
You have a question here.
So, this is your first time in Liverpool, so we're wondering, how would Tamaki react to Liverpool?
Tamaki is enchanted. He wants to set up a host club here. There are several unis here, yeah? There are like three schools here? Yes, there should be a host club at those schools. What are the name of the schools? Like, what's the name of... Do you go to one?
I go to one.
Yes, what school do you go to?
University of Liverpool.
University of Liverpool? Well, that's pretty straightforward. I say, I live in Phoenix. Where do you go to school? Phoenix University. I think there should be a Liverpool host club, don't you?
Yes.
Yes, and you're all invited. Yes. Question? Somebody? Anybody? Yes.
What was it? You had a follow-up question?
One second. I'm sorry, 1 second.
She had a follow-up question?
Oh, you have a follow-up question?
Because you said mentioned about the coffee, didn't you?
Commoners coffee.
Oh, what about Commoners Coffee?
How would Tamaki like the Commoners coffee?
You know what? I've had 2 cups of Commoners Coffee today at this convention. Like literally instant coffee. I haven't had it in so long, and I actually had Commoners Coffee, and it was as good as I remember it being. It was wonderful. Yes?
You were in an anime series called Ghost Stories under...
Oh, I can't believe you mentioned Ghost Stories. I'm sorry, we have to go now, everybody. It's time. It's time. Gotta go.
We love it in the second we heard your voice when it was you, so we checked in Derby Frost tips. Like, just to make sure it was actually doing like...
Well, I can't hide anymore, can I?
Yeah.
Just told everybody.
Was there actually any kind of script what they gave you, or did they say that it's such trash you can just say whatever you want? Because we've always wondered.
It's kind of a mix of both. It's a little bit of say whatever you want, and there's a little bit of scripting. Like they would have some things they wanted you to make sure to say, but apart from that, do what you want. You know, sometimes you guys, sometimes there are anime series where they didn't do well in Japan. Okay? They weren't popular. They didn't do well, and so the Japanese don't really care much about them. They're just looking to make a little extra money, right? If they can find any way to make a few extra dollars, right? So they will they'll license them to a company like Funimation or ADV or whoever, and instead of saying, do exactly what we did, they say, do whatever you want. We don't really care. We just want to make a little money back. So they basically let you do whatever you want. And that's what happened with Ghost Stories. ADV got Ghost Stories, and they let the voice actors do whatever they wanted to do. Question? Hi.
I've got a question and a request, if that's okay.
Okay.
The question is, it's just a bit of a fun one. If you got your hands on a real-life Philosopher's Stone, what would you do with it?
Ooh. That's hard. What would you do with it?
Honestly?
Yeah.
You know what? My mum got diagnosed with ME about 6 months ago, and she's in a lot of pain constantly. I use it to get rid of that ME, so she'll be able to play with the dogs.
That's what I would do with it too. I would do with it. Was that your question too? You did ask about Commoners Coffee. Will you do it with me? I can't do it alone. You have to come up here. Come around here. Come over here. Go there. And come right up here. Excellent.
And I'm going to follow you with me.
Can you turn this mic up a little bit? This one?
Come on, she said. There we are.
Can you bring it up? Can you bring this mic up a little bit? Can you bring it up more? Oh, now it's getting... Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Hi. What's your name again? Becky. Hi. Say hi to Becky, everybody.
Hi, Becky.
Say hi, Becky. Becky is not nervous at all. Okay, we're going to perform a scene from Ouran High School, right? Do you know your lines?
Yes.
She knows her line. What'd you say? You were practicing?
No, my dad's not here, luckily.
Oh, thank God. I was just going to say, parents in the room, this is completely harmless. This isn't creepy. I'm not a pervert. This is a scene from Ouran High School. For those of you that aren't familiar with Ouran High School, it is a very fancy, posh, private school where rich kids go, and they never in a million years would drink instant coffee. That's so common. But suddenly, at the host club, somebody shows up with some instant coffee, which Tom McKee, the host club king, refers to as commoner's coffee. Well, some of the girls, like Becky, right, Rebecca here, they're afraid to drink the commoner's coffee. So we're gonna do this little scene for you, ready? Ready?
Yeah.
Videotaping. Ready? So scary. Here we go.
I'm afraid if I drink this, my father might get mad at me.
But what if I let you drink it from my mouth? Yay! Give it up for me. I'll never forget when some guy came up and said, "Can you do the coffee line with me?" No, thank you. Question?
Right, okay, I will go to this person here.
This would be a great room to do a concert in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I just saw? I just saw David Soul, you know, from Starsky and Hutch. Remember, he used to sing too.
Yeah.
And I just saw him back in the back there. He finished his panel or in here, and I was back there, and I said, "Hi, you know, I just want to say hello to you guys. Big fan when I was a little kid. Loved your show." And I said, "You know what I remember about you? Don't give up on us, baby. Dun, 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 dun. I don't remember the words. Da, 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 da. And he's like, "Yeah, you know, I have new words for it now." I said, "Oh, really? What are they?" He goes, "Don't throw up on me, baby." And then I had to sing along. I'm like, "It smells so bad." Question?
What did you enjoy making more? The original Full Metal Alchemist anime or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood?
What a great question. You know what? What did I enjoy making more? Probably Brotherhood. But not for the reason you think. The reason I enjoyed it more was because I was so in love with it by that time. Not because of the story, but because when I did the first Full Metal, I didn't know anything about it, right? It was still new to me. So when it came back around, I was so excited to get to be a part of it again, you know? Because when the first one ended, I was like, wow, this was such an amazing show, and it's over, and you know, and we didn't think we would ever get to do any more. So when the second one came out, I was like, woohoo! Ed gets to go to new places, he gets to meet new people, he even changes his clothes for once. He's not wearing the red coat, you know, all the time. And I loved, that was why I think I enjoyed the second series more. Question?
Will you be doing any live concerts in England?
I am not. I wasn't planning on it. And I have the concert DVD now, which sounds better than I could ever really sound in person. So, you can fix those things, you know? If you mess up a little bit, you can fix them. But, bye, thanks for coming. Wait. Come back! But the concert is pretty awesome, and you can kind of take me home with you. So, do you know any of my music? You don't? Do you know the Brothers song from Full Metal?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that song? That's on there. I sit and play it, and play the piano and sing it live. I love that song. No, I wasn't planning on doing any. course, I didn't know that I was going to be in this cool room either. So it makes me want to sing. I did. I don't give up on us. Remember that? Don't give up on me, baby.
Question for the female.
Oh, come on, Croat.
If you could be a faunus in Ruby, what type of animal, like characteristic would you take on? So like cat ears, tail, what would be your trait?
Oh my God, that's a hard question. If I could take on an animal quality or characteristic? Ew. I don't know. Can I have shark teeth? Shark tail? Shark dorsal fin? What would you suggest, since you are my female counterpart? What would you suggest?
I think wings would be pretty cool.
Yeah, wings are cool. Maybe wings with a little bit of whiskey. As long as I can drink. Yeah, there you go. She's got the flask and everything. Don't drink and fly. Hey there. Hi. What's your name?
My name's Keith.
Keith, what's up? You a bad girl? Yeah.
Pretty lucky, right?
What's your question?
What's it like to be a voice actor?
You know what? Voice acting is really cool, and I tell you what I love most about it is that you get to play characters that you would never, ever get cast as on screen, right? Like, you know there's a Full Metal Alchemist movie coming out, right? Ain't nobody casting Grandpa Vic here to play Edward Elric. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, or Broly from Dragon Ball Z, right? Yeah. He's this big, huge Super Saiyan. I'm not gonna get cast to play those roles. But I get to voice them because you don't have to look like or have the physical characteristics of the character. So that's one of the really fun things about voice acting. You also don't have to memorize your lines. That's a good thing. They're right there in front of you. And, you know, as long as you don't sound like you're reading them, you're good. But you know what? I have to tell you, I never expected or planned to be a voice actor. I just loved acting. Ever since I was a little kid. I mean, I would perform at church and sing in plays and school plays and community theaters and anything I could to get a chance to just perform, singing, acting. So when somebody said, hey, would you be interested in, you should go and audition for this place, they dubbed these Japanese animated shows into English, and they're looking for actors. That was what kind of fascinated me, was that it was a chance to act. It was just another chance to act, you know what I mean? It didn't really matter to me whether it was voice acting or acting on stage or on camera or theater, whatever. I just loved the idea of acting. And I had no idea when I went and auditioned that I was ever going, that's not your dad, is it? Whatever you see on that video, it's not me. It's not me. Some other guy was in here wearing a weird blue shirt, and he left just a minute ago. His name was Nick. Vic Mignogna, that was him. But you know what? I used to love, when I was a kid, I loved like Speed Racer, Kimba the White Lion, like these shows that I loved when I was a kid, but I didn't know they were animated. I just knew that they were different. They looked different. They sounded different. Stylistically, they were different than regular cartoons, you know, like Scooby-Doo or Bugs Bunny or something. But I really liked them, and I didn't know where they came from. And so I never imagined that I would ever get to do anything like that. And so it's really, I'm very, very, very grateful. I'm extremely grateful that I had the chance to do what I've gotten to do. I was sitting and talking with Bryce and Trina, at lunch, and we were just talking about stuff, and I'm sitting there looking at them, and I'm like, you kids. I was like, you know, you cute young kids there. Because like, when they were in high school, I was voicing anime. I've been doing this for like almost 20 years now. I can't even believe that. It's crazy. The first thing I ever did was Vega in Street Fighter 2. And I never imagined that anything would ever come of it. But I'm so blessed and grateful to get to do it. Question?